Blue Byte Experience Studio allows you to manage and edit all the digital experiences associated with your account. With the Experience Studio, you can deploy responsive experiences across multiple devices, create custom content and layouts by using our components. So first things first, let's learn how you can access the Experience Studio. One way is to use a direct link, studio.mtag.io/login. Another way is via Blue Byte website. Once on the Blue Byte website, click on the Sign In button located on the top right corner, log on to the dashboard, and then click through the Studio on the menu, and voila, you'll be redirected to the Experience Studio. Now the Experience Studio structure. This is the Experience Studio home screen. Here, you'll be able to access your dashboard and view all your Experience Studio files. The search bar at the top will help you locate your desired files faster. With each studio file, you can also redirect to the linked dashboard, delete, duplicate, and click through to edit. The studio is made up of the following sections: menu, info, configure, components, details, and palette. Within the Experience Studio, you can easily manipulate the digital content by adding different components, wrappers, and variables without extensive knowledge of code. The menu is located here. Within the menu, you can go back to the Experience Studio homepage, back to the dashboard, or sign out. In the info section, you will be able to modify the studio file's name and description. These identifiers not only help you locate the specific files in the studio, but can also be used to link Experience Studio files to an object in a dashboard, but more on this later. Here is also where you can save and instantly preview your Experience Studio file. With every changes you make, the studio will prompt you to save in order to preview the updated experience. There are two parts to this section: experience and analytics. On the experience portion, you can set the background color or select an image to display for the entire experience. Changing the background color will change the color for the entire experience. When setting an image as a background, it's optimal to set an image with 1280 pixel and height pixel to cover the final experience files and its parts. You can also set the component style to either default or none. Now, this is how the default setting looks. As you can see, it places consistent padding around the entire experience. Setting it to default will help you create a more uniform experience without much adjustments around padding margins for each item. And now, this is how none setting looks. It removes the set padding, as it did for default. In this setting, it gives you more bandwidth to manipulate each section to have its own unique padding and margins. The analytics portion allows you to integrate and configure Google Analytics by pasting one's Google Analytics information. The palette section lists all the possible components, campaigns, and wrappers used to build unique dynamic digital experiences. You can directly add a component to your experience by clicking the plus sign next to each item. The component section. This is where the magic happens. In this section, you can view and directly edit your selected list of components, campaigns, and wrappers used for the specific studio file. The order of these items can be managed using the drag and drop tools and also duplicated or removed within the space. Now the detail section. The content of this section will dynamically change based on the selected item. Here you can access the overview of the selected item or further adjust the item's associated options to customize further. Let's go over one component, for example. So let's go ahead and click on the image. The detail section gives you an overview of the component selected, and when you click on options, you'll be able to see adjustments and edits that can be made directly to the item. This section will change the most across different items listed in the palette section. Moving forward with our Academy videos, we'll publish more in-depth tutorials of each item and show you guys what's possible with all of them. And with that, now you know the basics of the Blue Byte Experience Studio.